Made the decision to start early this year. Started like really early in March and got 2 rounds done before we was even at the end of March.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
now, like you say, it's only June and this is the penultimate round with the final round in just 3 weeks' time. So it has gone really quick, but we got the Winter Series to look forward to, and it is, this year's been fantastic, but it does feel weird finishing quite early.
Yeah, it actually does in July.
Yeah.
However, we've just been talking about it actually. The 3-round Winter Series starting in September, going through to December. Have we got anything finalised for that final round of that Winter Series in December yet?
We have indeed, and you heard it here first.
Okay.
Final round in December is going to be Three Sisters in Wigan.
Oh, excellent track.
There you go.
Excellent track.
Be communicated and published properly next week.
Okay, but we can announce it here live from the Drivers' Lounge at
No
Rowrah.
problem at all.
Yeah, brilliant. Anything else to tell us, Darren? Everybody happy?
No.
Oh, I'll tell you what I've got to talk to you about.
Go on then.
Yes, the paddock show today bumped into Johnny Stinson and we did a little piece on the Mighty E Cadet.
Yes. So we had the Cadet here going around for a few sessions on Friday, doing a few demonstration laps and basically getting it all sweet and getting it all set ready so Motorsport UK can hopefully look at some data and move forward in hopefully bringing it in the not too distant future.
So will Motorsport UK have to kind of rubber stamp that kart to become part of the championship?
Absolutely, yes. Everything has to go through Motorsport UK, but we're keen to keep working with them in the hope of the Mighty Electric Cadet being introduced as soon as we can.
Well, I've just mentioned, Darren, that when we watch the C50 Bambinos, the petrol engine karts, and the electric Bambinos, there's very little difference out there on the track. They race exactly the same, and I would think the cadets are probably going to do the same for us, so we look forward to that.
Lovely.
We've got a race beginning to start, mate. It's great to see you.
And you?
Long may it continue. We've got another full day's racing to go ahead, and I'll let you get
Thanks
back to
for
work.
doing a good job. See you soon.
Great stuff, Darren. Darren Beaver's there from the Kart Championship, leaves us just in time to tell you all about what's happening next. It's the Honda Cadet Superheat number 2, and Archie Loveridge and Ryan White continue their soap opera.
Three Sisters, excellent.
Three Sisters.
They all changed my conversation a long time ago.
Absolutely, the other side of the country.
But it's still a great track.
Nowhere near Hull.
Great track. And a fabulous place to stay.
Did
with
I ever
towels.
tell you the story that Three Sisters was the track that I first ever drove a kart at?
You will do.
Right.
On 2 occasions this year now. So they're up and away, and it is Loveridge who's got the start from Riley White.
I was going to tell you something.
No, go on then. Go on.
No.
Go on.
Rowrah was the place I first raced a kart.
Right, okay. Yeah, it was.
Before you get that race.
Yeah. So the cadets are up and away. So it's interesting because we just had the Micro Max, which is the Rotax version of cadets. Now this is the second round for these guys, but they're often out and running with the traditional Honda cadets. A more deeper, throaty roar from the 4 strokes. And they sweep round the paddock bend for the
Here we go.
first time, and they're up and running.
Yeah, look at that. Archie Loveridge, Ryan White, Riley Blakemore, Kevin Ivanov, Ed Spain, Ronnie Smart, Archie Cannon. As fast as I can see it, they flash underneath us here. And on towards their second lap. They're already at the McRae's hairpin. And Loveridge not having as easy a time as he did in the first Superheat, because he kind of checked out, didn't he, very early?
Mistake made by White, but went way too wide going through Iredale's, and he managed to recover slightly, but he may still lose position. Nope.
No.
68 of Riley Blakemore backed away, but he went way too wide that time.
He goes wide, but then he had the momentum to carry on down the back straight, and I think that's what saved his day there. The number 68 of Riley Blakemore all over the bumper now.
Well, he was deep as well, which was the problem. So he was writing a postcard for the apex on that one.
That's allowing Ivanov in on it as well. Ivanov, we saw how quick he can be in previous rounds and indeed in previous heats today. They've completed 2 laps now, and the battle really is, or the action really is on that second place. We saw this in the first Superheat, where Archie Loveridge, who by the way has just posted the race's fastest lap there, just ahead of this number 1. So he continues to lead. That number 1 there is Ryan White, who is in second place, coming under immense pressure now from Riley Blakemore. And Kevin Ivanov just waiting to perhaps reap some crumbs from the table if these two trip one another over.
Yeah, White's not looking quite as comfortable as he did yesterday even. So I think, again, there's been quite a lot of overnight. If it's F1, they'd say we've been analysing the data for 10 hours, but there's been just kind of, I think the kids went to sleep and woke up again knowing a bit more. You know.
Yes. Well, you'd be surprised how much data acquisition there are on these cars.
Oh, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't actually.
Well, you wouldn't. Yeah, and how a lot of these drivers, even the drivers who are privateers, will be downloading the data and doing proper debriefs where looking at the driver data about where they're braking, where they're accelerating, how much speed they're carrying through the corners, steering inputs, and all of that comes into play. And the kids at this age are just like little sponges, aren't they? And they just take it. And what is astounding is how they apply their instruction from their driver coaches and their race engineers, let's call them, and how they can apply what they've been told.
Can they pick up their clothes from the bedroom floor?
Probably not.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Put the Lego back in the box as well.
No, never going to happen.
No, look at this. 4-car battle now for second, third, fourth and fifth place now. Ryan White is reaping a little bit of benefit from Riley Blakemore, Kevin Ivanov and Ed Spain now beginning to trip over one another. Oh, and who was that sliding wide? It was Blakemore who slid very wide at the exit of paddock, and that's allowed Ivanov through and into third. He's also let Ed Spain through as well. So Blakemore just slid wide onto the exit curb, and that caused the kart to lose all of that traction. And the two ambition drivers, Ed Spain and Riley Blakemore, now find themselves, having swapped positions, now find themselves on the rear bumper of the number 50, Kevin Ivanov.
And down the 72 goes Spain. Oh, he just took a little bit of space, very much a block pass. That's a 50.
He did exactly what you said.
Yeah.
He did exactly what you said.
Stop.
Make the move down the inside and stop everybody up.
And they can't accelerate back through again.
Yeah, let's have a look at this again. See that, Nick? He goes inside. And then he's stopping the kart,
and
that's,
poof,
yeah,
that's it. And you've lost all chance at that point.
Yeah, he stops anybody having that momentum flow around the outside. So he's made that move stick ahead of Ivanov. We've got Loveridge leading, White second, Ed Spain there, the blue kart from Ambition, is in third now. Ivanov, the black and yellow kart. Ivanov's not done though, is he?
He's
3 minutes remaining.
They get past, but it's there's plenty of time. And unless you've got a noticeable advantage, you're going to be at least attempting, if not actually passed back. Hello to Kenny 2010.
Hello, Kenny. Who are you supporting, Kenny?
And why?
And where are you, Kenny? Tell us where you are as well.
Tell us your life story, yeah.
Tell us where you're watching. Well, not so much you need your life story, just where you're watching from. And, tell us a little bit about yourselves and who you're supporting. That's the main thing. Show some support to our competitors here. Settling down then, Nick. Settling down, certainly at the front. Look at that. They're all equidistant, aren't they?
We've not seen from the Honda cadets much action over the course. Every other race has been action-packed, but we've seen Archie Loveridge just disappear up the distance. We had to, Ed Spain's provided some interest. He's mainly battling against his teammate over the previous races. But, not every race is a classic. Sometimes it's all about just getting those points and waiting for the final to make your big move.
Yeah, good point. Yes, all of these superheats accruing points towards the championship. Maximum of 40 from the heats, maximum of 60 points can be accrued from these superheats. That's of course if you win both, which is a far big shout. Archie Loveridge is about to do just that though, so great for his championship.
Fastest lap for Ed Spain though last time round. And he's got a bit of pace in this kart here, the blue and white 72. Ryan White's was only 7 tenths behind Loveridge, who I expect is in massive management mode for his tyres because he's not really trying to pull any further ahead. He gained a 10th that time, so he's got a comfortable lead with probably 3 to go possibly.
Well, he lap 6 was his best lap time, 53.2, so I'm not sure if there is actually any driver management going on there because he's as quick as Ed Spain was with a 53.2 as well. All right, a few hundredths of a second.
But he was over a second ahead. He's just dropped a little bit. I think he has the ability to pull on everyone. He's just decided, no, I'll just be at the same speed as everyone.
Look at this though, Ed Spain down the inside at the stewardesses. Ryan White trying to get around the outside, and Ed Spain, that just came out of. We saw him building towards that, and now Ed Spain taps his helmet. Right, now that I've got second place from you, let's go and catch the leader. And Ryan White, experienced enough. He's the current kart championship champion there, the number 1. Who had to make room for Ed Spain. The Ambition Motorsport driver just making his way through into second, looking over his shoulder there.
Yeah, now White's been overtaken. There's nothing to say he won't be able to get it back again.
Another 2 laps, Nick, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Ryan White, current kart championship champion, that's why he's running the number 1, but he also won the Vera Tools British Championship as well. So we've got the cream of the cadet karting world here at Rowrah. Double championship win winning year was 2023 for young Mr. White.
So he's elected to be here rather than at the warm-up to the British.
Yeah, he'll be at Wardenlaw next week for the British though. Trying to retain that British Championship. He's here trying to retain his kart championship. Came into this round a little bit down the order in the championship. In fact, if I haven't got that championship up there too.
Yeah, he's not in that championship at all. He's right on the tail now. He's really pushing hard.
He came in
giving Ed Spain a lot of things to think about. Taking a wide line through McRae. Oh, that's a new one, isn't it? That's a new one.
Yeah. And I think that was a mistake from Ed Spain that allowed Ryan White to do that. Championship leader, by the way, is what I meant to say coming into this round. So he's en route to retaining that championship, and that was just Ed Spain going wide, wasn't it?
Kenny says, I'm for Ryan. I think he can get Archie.
If he possibly could, Kenny, but he's a bit busy keeping off Mr. Spain. He possibly could if he was left alone, but Ed Spain's not going to allow that. Yeah, and we've got a checkered flag, have we?
No,
yes, we have. Archie Loveridge.
Because I dissed this race saying it wasn't interesting. It's only got interesting, so
Are you kidding me?
I completely lost the run of laps.
You should never be complacent enough to call a Honda Cadet race ever boring.
Loveridge wins.
Yes.
Ryan White is second. Ed Spain is third. Kevin Ivanov comes in fourth. Riley Blakemore comes in fifth. It's Archie Cannon in sixth. Ronnie Smart is seventh. Jack Wykes is eighth. It's Ella Dixon in ninth with Freddie Budd rounding out the top 10, and then it's Daniel Barton, Oliver Ratton, Jaden Patel Scott, Yayan Prakash, Luke Jardine, Noah Clark, Harley Bradbury, Dino Rowlands, Ollie Knox, Sophie Morris, Jerry Duffasay, Finley Thursfield, Jacob Letherby, James Pearson, and Reggie Duffasay, and every single driver got the trip. No one had to park up or anything.
Yeah,
so
good stuff.
Yeah, well done to all you.
Scoring points.